Hello everyone, it is Mike here and welcome to another Rumble. We got another one for you. And it's going to be another mixed bag of people. A good variety here. And we have the Green Goblin in the house, which is pretty impressive. I mean, we've had some issues. I've heard of some issues with some of the custom images, the colors on them. I've been hearing issues about that, but I've only really seen one with that issue. But I'm still just getting started, and I'm trying to maneuver everything and getting used to the new gen because I'm not used to that. And we got Killer Croc here, and we still have the sound thing going on until I get some new equipment or something like that. But everything else is fine. And Killer Croc is here. He is crawling like a crocodile. And yeah, he's just taking his sweet time. He doesn't get paid by the hour. I hope he understands. Or he doesn't get paid in chickens. Whatever those things eat. I mean, they eat about anything, don't they? As long as it's meat. But yeah, we got Killer Croc here. And it's going to be a good Marvel versus DC matchup to kick things off. We're going to have a great variety here as we continue doing this. And eventually we will expand to tournaments, to episodes. But for right now, we're just taking it easy for the first couple weeks. I've been busy outside of this, so I've had a lot going on. And I will have a lot going on until probably mid-April. And I'll tell you more about it later down the road. Some of you all know what's been going on. But anyway, what a good kickoff we're starting here. Between these two green people, by the way, two people that have a lot of green on them. And we will have more arrive shortly, and it will be a variety. It won't just be comics. We'll have a good variety of everyone. We'll have a couple new faces, not a lot. But I am excited for one of these. And we got Lex's back at 3. And I like some of the details on there. If you look to the right, if you get an opportunity, when they pan in on the right, you'll notice some prime energy on the side. You know, yeah, there it is on the side. My favorite kind, by the way. That's my favorite type. I like that one, and I like the pink. The other ones are okay, but that one's my favorite. I think it's called Ice Pop, maybe. I'm not for sure. I haven't had any for a while, and I'm trying to stay away from energy drinks because I drink enough coffee and Mountain Dew as it is. I drink coffee like Nancy in Nightmare on Elm Street. And this guy is new. He is a Digimon. So he looks familiar. I haven't watched the show in forever. It had one of the coolest intro songs ever. Digimon, digital monsters, God the champions. I love that song, and it goes in this epic solo in it. And I always thought it was one of the best theme songs ever for an anime. And number 5, we got Count Orlok, but this is going to be from the new Nosferatu, directed by Edgars, and he's kind of a different looking one. I like the other one better. But, I mean, this one's kind of scary, I think. And, you know, that was a pretty good movie, but I thought I was going to love it more than I did. I ended up liking it. I didn't love it. It didn't make my top 10, and honestly, I thought it was going to be in my top 5 of the year. I think I ended up giving it an honorable mention. So we got Jeff the Killer at 6. And there goes that Digimon, whatever it was. He looks familiar. He's like the one with the horn. Kind of looks like a white tigerish, or I don't know. I don't remember all their names. I don't really remember any of the characters. I know if you showed me one of them, I would say, yeah, that's from Digimon. But I couldn't tell. I know there's one that's like an orange dinosaur or something, but he's like the main one. And number 7 is Thomas Shelby. Oh, man. I love Thomas Shelby. He is amazing. And I love Peaky Blinders. I've only seen the first 3 seasons. kind of took a break from it. Because some of the episodes were dragging, but Cillian Murphy as Thomas Shelby is just a great role. And I like Cillian Murphy as a person, too. I love how he's so out of touch with trending things. Like, for an example, he didn't know what LOL meant. Like, he's totally out of touch. He doesn't have any type of Facebook, Twitter, anything like that. He's totally out of touch with today's society, which is good. And I kind of envy that. He still, I guess, reads newspapers, and he's big on film. I like watching him talk about film. There's a video online of Christopher Nolan and him just going through Criterion collections. And, a movie nerd like me just loves to watch stuff like that. And Thomas Shelby he's ruthless on the show. But he's a great character. He's a really great character. He's my favorite of the Blinders. But Cillian Murphy's great, too. When they said, "What's your favorite emoji?" and he looked at or it was either that or laugh out loud. And he looked at his co-star and he was like, what does that mean? Or so he doesn't even know what any of that stuff means, which is so fun. I find that to be so funny, and I envy it, too. Because imagine a world where you're not attached to all that. I mean, that has got to be a place of peace. And we were unfortunate. I mean, we had the choice, but now it's all too late. So, but we got Mario, we got Spider-Man, we also have Gael. Thomas Shelby's kind of like an anti-hero. He's kind of like the Walter White, the Dexter Morgan type of character. Those are my favorite characters. Even though I could argue Walter White and Dexter end up becoming total pieces of trash by the end of their shows. Especially Walter White. And we got number 11, Pinhead. One of my favorites, and Spider-Man is done. Lex takes care of him. And Lex going after Orlok. Oh, man, he got him. I did not expect that. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, that Orlok's kind of weird, but I like him. And we got Ronaldo. Of course, yeah, Ronaldo. Expect another one also. You should know who it's going to be. There's always the debate, who's better, Ronaldo or Messi? I think Messi, but I'm not a big, football/soccer expert. So you guys can tell me on that, but I think it's Messi. I remember I had to ask the soccer player that I went to college with, is his last name Messi? And he's like, yeah, that's actually right. So I actually said something correctly. That is a record now. And 13 is Guts. And since the last time you've seen Guts, I have watched Berserk all the way through. You might as well cross that off your bucket list. I actually watched an anime all the way through. And Thomas Shelby is done. And Guts is from Berserk. I love the show. I like, as evil as Griffith, later becomes, I really liked him as a character. And I like Casca, too. I like a lot of the characters on that show. It's a very dark show. And there's some really messages in that show that I find to be kind of interesting. It kind of ends weird, but that final episode is just, it's a hard watch. The final 2 episodes. Definitely crazy. And Lex Luthor is done. So Gael takes care of him. We got both Mario and Luigi in the house. And Pinhead getting double teamed. 15. We got Squidward. Lucas made this one. So I'm still using some of Lucas's people. And, you know, honestly, I think we need to devote a whole entire one to Lucas's creations. Because he's top-notch with his creations. And we definitely need to have one dedicated to Lucas. I mean, for all the effort he's put in, I think it needs to be on my bucket list of things to do. Honestly, I think we need to wait for it because, we've been using so many of his, especially in that first one. And so that way it's, not fresh in your memory of the characters. And he can also, if he makes more, we can use more of them. So that's going to be on my list of things to do for this year. We're definitely going to have one for him. I think he deserves it. And, yeah. And it's definitely going to be... I'm going to wait a little bit, though. I'm going to see if he makes any more. And I'm also, since we're using a lot of them in the first two that we did, I also want to give it a little bit of time. Speaking of that, we got another one. So I did put Eddie in the first one that we did. And I'm going to have the other two in this one. So I probably should have put them all three together but I didn't want to just have, more than one. Technically, I would have liked to did one per Rumble, but I didn't. So. And Guts has been eliminated by Ronaldo. Ronaldo is going crazy here. I honestly don't watch enough. I need to watch more football. I do. And when I say football, I'm talking European football. And Superman's number 17. I love this actor's name. This is the new Superman, by the way. David Cornsweat. I love that name, David Cornsweat. Here comes old David Cornsweat here. That's such a funny name. And watch, he's going to kill it, hopefully. I wish him the best. I know there's a big debate between the Snyder bros and the Gunn bros, whatever you call each one of them. But honestly, I wish for everyone to have success. I enjoyed Man of Steel. I thought it was great for what it was. And I wish the best for James Gunn. And I really like Snyder's cut of the Justice League. And I wouldn't call myself like a Snyder bro, but he makes some really good movies. I mean, Watchmen's excellent. And Watchmen's excellent. And 300's a great classic. Trying to think of what else. And I also enjoyed, Justice League Snyder cut. It made the other one look like trash. And we got the Squid Game guard. Why not? And Luigi's done. So both of the brothers are finished. And we got Shadow at 19. I love Shadow. Ronaldo is finished. Double teamed on him. Shadow is such a great character. Shadows, I'm not the biggest Sonic fan. And of course, Keanu Reeves, anything he does is just gold. And I loved him as Shadow. I loved the character. I thought that was one of the best Sonic movies. That was really good. And I'm not going to give it away, but that ending was just crazy. And I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if we're going to get Sonic 4 or not. And we got Slender Man. Don't know why he has Hogan entrance. That's funny. And, of course, he's a classic. Everyone loves him. We have him every year. I think the same guy makes him every year. And 21 is the Predator. I think we're getting a new Predator movie this year. I'm excited for that. You know, yeah, I'm excited for the Superman. I thought the trailer was a little bit overwhelming with characters. But you know, I trust James Gunn. But however, I hope James Gunn, I called him Gunn, James Gunn, I hope that he, and this guy's new. Wait a second. We're going to introduce Alan the Alien from Invincible. This is a new one. We've never had him before. It's great to have him. He's voiced by Seth Rogen. But let's talk about James Gunn. I hope he's not the reason why Batman 2 is not getting filmed. Because I think, honestly, you know, Matt Reeves should be able to do his own thing, and James Gunn should be able to do his own thing. And they should not cross one another at all. If he's in the way of Batman, then that's a disgrace. There's been all kinds of rumors that he is. Some people said he's not. I don't know what the facts are. I believe in James Gunn's work. But, yeah, Batman 2 is just, it's never going to happen. And it needs to happen. And I'm excited for James Gunn. He said they're going to put out Clayface, which I'm excited for anybody that's a shapeshifter. I love Mystique. I love Clayface. That's one of my favorite powers. I could just imagine shaping into anyone I wanted to be. That would be the craziest power ever. I mean, technically you can't fly and you're not bulletproof, but imagine how much havoc you could cause just changing into anybody that you wanted to. That would be a cool power to have. However, I've always had a thing for Mystique, but if I was Magneto, because I know Magneto likes her, and he likes her the way she is, blue. But if I was Magneto, I would worry. Like, if he went for a kiss, and she just turned into Morgan Freeman. That would be like the worst experience ever for Magneto. So, I would not want to be on her bad side. Just imagine what she could turn into. I mean, I don't know if she can turn into animals or not. And we got Quan Chi at 24. And, I think he should be a little bit bigger. I'm not going to criticize the person that made him, but kind of looks like a war boy. I'm used to a bigger Quan Chi there, but whatever. It is what it is. At least he doesn't have hair to begin with. But we haven't had the hair glitch yet. There's some kind of custom image glitch going on. And Predator is finished with the colors or something like that. I don't know what the full detail is. And look at Squidward here. And 25 is Messi. Anti-Venom was here, by the way. I just noticed him. That's how much of an impact he made. Anti-Venom. I did get the new Mortal Kombat game, MK1. It's been out for a while, but I finally picked it up. Maybe I'll play it soon. It was $20. I got it on sale. I bought the one of the DLCs for $11 that features Homelander, Peacemaker, and Omni-Man. And there's somebody else on that DLC also. Might be Quan Chi. But I mainly wanted to play. I really didn't care about Ghostface or the bad guy from Terminator 2. I really wanted to play as Omni-Man and Homelander. And I would love to see a matchup between those two because, I mean, who do I hate more? I don't know. And I know Invincible right now, and we got Myers here. I know here recently, I haven't seen the new season, but they're trying to make Omni-Man, spoiler alert, if you want to watch it, trying to make him into a good guy. I just do not like him. You know, and J.K. Simmons' voice in the part just makes it even worse because he's played some despicable characters. And Jonah Jameson's just the least of his despicable characters. And we got Batman at 27. This is Val Kilmer, Batman, which is not my favorite, but I'll take what I can get. At least it's not George Clooney. Val's good. I mean, I like Val in Tombstone. And I like him in Top Gun. I mean, he's good in that. But he's just like, he's not a good Batman. And honestly, I know you all like Michael Keaton, but I don't. I think everyone before Christian Bale's not good. And that is, I know that's a very controversial opinion, but I just think they're too goofy. Christian Bale takes it seriously. Yeah, Robert Pattinson takes it seriously. Affleck is good, but he doesn't have the right script. So, I mean, he really plays the role good. He just doesn't have good stuff to work with. Because Batman vs. Superman was not a great movie. Oh, your mom's name's Martha? It's not. I don't like it. And I haven't seen the extended cut, so maybe I need to give it a shot. Because they always like to butcher Snyder's work. Because, I mean, the Snyder cut of Justice League, in my opinion, is a masterpiece. Just everything looks better. Compared to the Josh Whedon version, which Josh Whedon version was average until you watch the Snyder cut, and then it's trash. So, and there goes, look at Corn Sweat. I'm going to call him Corn Sweat. He gets another one. I love that name. Oh, here comes David Corn Sweat. It's like, yeah, we got Batman and Superman here. And we got Kendrick, 28. I don't like doing a lot of celebrities, but I'll make exceptions. Especially the ones that I think are, really good. K-Dot is amazing. And there goes Corn Sweat. I'm rooting for the guy, though. I really am. I hope everyone that doubts this Superman, gets what they deserve. Just like they did with Ledger. Ledger was the best revenge ever. I mean, honestly, I wasn't really online back then because that was like in 2000. That was like in the 2000s. But I would have probably doubted Ledger also. I mean, he has a list of romantic comedies. And you're telling me this guy is going to be the Joker? But then I saw him, and nobody can replace him. So you can be wrong, and I gave Pattinson a chance. And there goes Kendrick. And we got Ed here, so we got both of Lucas's two Eds from Ed, Meddy. And I think Eddie we had in the first one. So we got 3 of his people in here right now. And 30 is Naruto. He's on here every year. He's like a, first week creation every year. I still need to watch Naruto. I think it looks pretty awesome. But and Squidward could be in trouble here. I mean, it seems like they're going out quick, and I put this on slow momentum. I just want to let you all know I put it on slow. I didn't put it on normal. And I mean, the when I put it on normal, it was like I think we had 29 on that one, 28. And that's counting the entrances and the outro. And then the second was 35. So that's what I kind of shoot for, 30 to 35. It went a little over 35, but that's fine. When it goes to 40, that's when I start not liking it. Don't even get me started on the hour and 21. Ugh. I will never forget that. I wanted to go to bed so badly. Like, I did that right before bed. And that was a nightmare. So we're down to 3. We'll see if Lucas's boy can pull through. I mean, he's done a really good job. He's really stood out in this. And I haven't seen Ed, and Eddie for a while. I know there's the character with the red hat. He's kind of a jerk. Then there's the kid with that braces thing. I don't know what that is. And then there's the guy that has the plywood for a friend. There's a girl that's really snooty. There's 3 girls that are in love with him. I kind of remember it a little, but I haven't watched it since I was a kid. And then they love Jawbreakers. I think that's their favorite candy. But yeah, I used to watch that as a kid. That was one of the ones I would watch, but I don't remember it at all. And I probably still would enjoy it. It wasn't a bad cartoon. It wasn't my favorite, but it wasn't bad either. And we'll see what Naruto can do here. And he's got one of the brothers. So we are... Oh, and he goes the spear right on Batman right after. And remember, this is Val Kilmer's Batman, so I don't expect much out of him. And Naruto wins. Number 30. Yuck. Ugh. He's not getting any prime, I'll tell you that. And me, David Cornsweat and me are not happy about it. But don't you dare. Don't you dare. We've been... no, you're not going to WrestleMania. You're not going to Philadelphia, loser. You're not going. Quit pointing at the sign. You point at the sign, you pay the fine. That's how it goes around here. So we just continue to crank them out. And we're going to switch it up eventually. We're going to have themes. We're going to have episodes. Tournaments are coming. So just have patience. I got a lot going on until about mid-April. I know I told you all before it was going to be over by April, but it kind of stretched out with some stuff going on in my personal life. But Naruto wins. He's not going to WrestleMania. He's not the greatest of all time. I don't know who gives those stars out. It was a little too short, but it's on slow momentum, so I don't know what to do. But I'm fine with this. This is okay. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you all later. Thank you all for dropping by as usual. See ya.